tonight. It wasn't the prettiest game to start the season, but Southern came out very physical, and I think at first it kind of shocked us a little bit, but we got going in the second quarter and outscored them 28-5. I'm really happy with our 2-point shooting, 86% if you take out the threes from 2-point range, so that was really good. I thought we had some really good bench production tonight. Got to the free throw line a lot. So, it was a first test kind of. We know the competition's going to get better, and we have to be more prepared for that.
Caitlin, a trip to the locker room and a blood delay is probably not necessarily how you envisioned the first quarter of the season going. Just what was kind of the frustration like in the first quarter, and then obviously you guys fought through it and took over from there?
I don't think I was necessarily expecting them to kind of clog the paint as much as they did. I think we could have, penetrated and pitched a little more than we did. But yeah, kind of just a freak injury. I think I just stepped on her foot. I don't know exactly what happened and just tweaked my ankle a little bit. But, things like that happen. Obviously, it's not ideal. But, I was just like, tape it up. I don't want to get back out there. And I think we responded well once we kind of settled in, especially in the second quarter. 28-5, that's pretty impressive against, anybody. But yeah, not quite how you want the first quarter to go, but at the same time, it's our first game. You got to get those jitters out. So I thought we responded well, which is a really good sign too.
Did it hurt at all throughout the rest of the game? Or
honestly, it's so-so. I think I'll be perfectly fine. I've dealt with some injuries in my life, so I'm all good.
Did you get hit in the nose or
the lip?
Okay. So
yeah.
Just what was the key defensively tonight? Really all the way through was pretty strong.
Yeah, I thought we made them take quite a few contested mid-range jumpers, which is, a cornerstone of our defense. We always want to make them take hard twos. We don't want to give them easy threes. And, we knew the players on the team that could shoot threes, and I thought we contested pretty well. I know they made a couple there in the fourth quarter, but other than that, I thought they took quite a few mid-range pull-ups in the middle of the court. And then we ultimately rebounded well out of it. So I thought, we stuck kind of there to our principles, and that's kind of what gave us success, especially, in quarters 2 through 4.
Lisa, kind of just a weird game. You look at it, you won by 53 points, but it kind of felt like a choppy game, much like last year against Southern. What do you kind of take away from a game like this?
Yeah, it's hard to take a lot away, quite honestly, because obviously they didn't shoot the ball very well. But like Caitlin said, we made them take some hard shots, and that's what our goal is make people take hard shots. And, we go with percentages there. So it's hard to take a lot away from this game, to be quite honest. But, it's good to get some different rotations in. Again, I thought our bench play, was really solid tonight, and I'm excited about it because I just feel like we have a little more depth than we've ever had, and I think that's going to be a really, really asset, down the line.
Is there a better way to approach the offense when Monika gets only 2 shots in the first half?
Yeah, they were kind of bear hugging her though. When she got the ball, how many fouls she drew tonight? Let's see. Well, Monika drew 6. I was kind of disappointed at halftime that Monika had only taken 2 shots. I just feel like, and it's hard, because we go against guys in practice, and the defense is really, really good, and then you get here, and all of a sudden you're open, and so everybody wants to, just be shooting. And I told the team at halftime, if we wanted to take shooting practice, we could go up to the practice gym and do that. But if we want to work on executing our offense, we got to come out here and work on that if we want to get better. Because other teams are not going to have those open shots.
Coach,
you mentioned the depth of the bench. Just looking at the numbers right here, Hannah had 10 points, Molly had 7 and 4 assists, and then Taylor with 9 points. I'm just wondering, what does that say about them in terms of being able to contribute to this team?
Oh, there's no doubt that they're going to contribute right away. Molly just gives us that depth at the point guard, just somebody that really wants to play point guard, which we haven't had for a while, so that's really exciting for us. But she can play 2 guard too. It's not like it's limited to that position. Hannah, you can just see the athleticism ooze out of her. It's just so much fun to watch her play, and she's so coachable. She wants to get better, and that's what makes that fun. Taylor, we knew she was just, she has got a quick release on that shot. It's really fun to watch. And, there's other people on our team that are going to contribute too. I could just keep going really through the whole team right now, but I think those three had really good nights.
Monica, what's that like in that moment there in the first quarter? Caitlin goes down. Did you kind of take it upon yourself and kind of help kind of calm everybody down, or did you guys have to work through that?
Oh, we definitely huddled and just kind of had to recalibrate. I mean, I think when anybody goes down with an injury at any point, it kind of shakes the team up a little bit, especially with how close-knit we are and how much we rely, especially on Caitlin. But I think we did a really good job responding, and luckily she was like up off the bench pretty quickly. I feel like we didn't really play without her for too long, so that was nice.
Caitlin, are you a stats person? Do you care?
I mean, we are a big statistical team. I wouldn't say individually, night to night, we look at it too much. I think percentages overall as a team, we have certain goals, but other than that, I mean, not too much.
Did that second three-pointer in particular, Caitlin, in the second quarter, that looked like you had a big reaction on that one. Did that feel like kind of, all right, now we're ready to roll here?
Yeah, I felt like, we kind of needed to settle in. I think that first quarter was just a little chaos for us, but I think, once we kind of started flowing and a couple of our shots went down, we really started getting stops on offense. I think you could really tell like we were settling in there in the second quarter, and I thought we played much more like we usually do.
Is the Kate Rip Hamilton look a permanent thing or temporary thing, or?
Well, temporary, but for quite a while, probably about 6 weeks. She, unfortunately, she just has a nose that likes to break.
Did that happen in practice?
Yes, it did.
Monica, how important was it? You obviously want to come out in the first game and you'd love to, have the second quarter be your first quarter, but how important is it to, have that type of adversity right away and kind of have to fight through it, in a game like this rather than, maybe on Sunday against Drake?
Yeah, I think it's awesome, and I think it's just kind of preparing us more for the Big Ten. The Big Ten is a super physical conference, and just kind of getting a taste of that early is really nice. Granted, they did foul a lot, but it is good for all of us, and I thought we got a lot of confidence instilled in bench players coming off the bench, and it was just a good game kind of to get everybody involved and get everything flowing. So it was really choppy at times, but there were a lot of spots of light throughout it all.
Jada didn't play in the exhibitioner today. How long, or do you expect her to be out for a while?
I don't know. She's had a sprained ankle. First she had a concussion, then a sprained ankle, so I'm not sure when she'll be back. I'm hoping midweek, or that is coming up here, that she should be able to start practice again. She's missed a lot though.
Caitlin, with all the expectations placed upon this team going into this season, and obviously coming away on opening night in convincing fashion is obviously a good start, but I'm just wondering if you could speak to your team's philosophy as far as being able to take one game at a time, especially with all of these expectations.
Yeah, that's something we talk about every single day. We always say go 1-0. It's never what's happened in the past. It's never who we're playing down the road. It's always who we're playing today, and that's what it was. We're playing Southern. We're not worried about Evansville. We're not worried about Drake. We're worried about Southern. And now our focus turns to Evansville. But I think, that's always our philosophy. That's always been Coach Bluder's philosophy. 1-0, we treat everybody just as important as the next. But I think at the same time, we know not every game is going to be pretty. We're going to have to find a way to win ugly. Not every game we're going to make every three. There was a lot of threes that went in and out tonight. We could have got to the rim a lot more, I think, and found other ways to score. But I think, focusing on going 1-0 every day, but also finding ways to win ugly when your offense isn't flowing as maybe you want it to.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.